So hey guys, and welcome back to the Online Code Gaming, and today marks the third month of our automated trading website. So once again, we're going to be testing it against the S&P 500 to see how it performed over the month, because the website basically gives you a list of stocks that are so-called best stocks. So yeah, let's see if it manages to beat the S&P 500 for 3 months in a row, and then I'll discuss the changes that we're making to the website and the new features we've added. So guys, as you saw from that code, our website did not perform well this month, minus 2.47%, whereas the S&P was minus 0.5. So it was our first losing month in general, and it's also our first month where we lost against the S&P 500, which is what we're comparing our website to. So pretty bad month in general. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. That's why we may need to refine it, use data from other sources as well. But yeah, overall, I think we are still beating the S&P 500 in general, because we did have 2 beating months. But yeah, I'll show you now the changes to the website, and then once the update is ready, I'll update the website and we will see if we are still overall over the 3 months beating the S&P 500 or not. So guys, we're now going to show you the changes we made to our website. So first of all, if you're not signed in, if you're not a user, remember signing in and registering is completely free. You don't even need to associate your email or phone number or anything. But yeah, the new stuff we've added is all of this. So earning date and time checker, fetch dividends, X dividends. So 3 new tools for users. As you can see, if you input stocks, this functionality, of course, it will get the earnings time for stocks. And the really cool thing about this is, for example, if I put Apple as well and it loads it, it will actually sort them by the earliest days. So you see the stocks that are really getting close to earnings and that you may have to sell if you think they won't do well. They come up first, and then all the ones who have an earning date of unknown. So for example, if I put a stock that doesn't exist, it will still load it, but then it will put error fetching data, no date and time information for the stock. So yeah, we'll put it at the end. Now the next thing, which is really, really big, this is probably one of the biggest tools we've added, so fetch dividends. So what this does is, for example, if you put a date and you fetch dividends, it will then call a Python script. This background is temporary, by the way. I don't know if it's going to be staying. It's pretty cool, but you'll see what happens. Basically, so when you fetch dividends for what day is this? 4th, so 17th of April, so in 2 days, so on Wednesday, if I release this video on Monday, so this fetches all the stocks that are going to post their ex-dividend date on the 17th, so on Wednesday. Right now I didn't activate the server.py, that's why it's taking so long, but normally, if you're signed in especially, this will come up way faster. And yeah, from what I'm thinking, I'm gonna inspect, because there may be an error here, because this is actually taking really long, but normally it won't take this long, at all. So yeah, so here it comes. Okay, I was wondering why it was taking so long, but yeah, anyway, so you get put onto this super new thing. It has a transparent background of 0.5, so you can see the stuff easier, and you can also see the background at the same time. So what's key about this stock is, if you're doing if you're doing a dividend capture strategy, you can set you can search for X dates in 2 days. So for example, when Monday, you'd be looking at Wednesday stocks, you buy them, and then if they go up before the ex-div date, then you sell it, and if the stock goes down, then you just keep it, get the dividend, and if the dividend is higher than the amount the stock went down, then you also sell it, otherwise you just hold. So it's just really key, and you can identify stocks. Say for example, you can filter, I don't know, if you're looking for certain stocks that are starting with C, you can do that. You can also filter from the names. So if I put CF, you can also filter rank, because you also there's no buy holds for this. So yeah, and then you can filter yield, so you can look for the highest yielding stocks. As you can see, there are some pretty high yields there. And you can also filter by the dividend amount as well, which is just the dividend payment per stock. And then yeah, this one kind of caused me a lot of pain because I code in Python, but my website like front end here, which is these scripts, are made in JavaScript, so it's kind of a pain to do this, but yeah, you just filter it by earliest to latest like that, and then of course you can fetch dividends for another date from here. So for example, if we want them for tomorrow, then you just do this and I will do the exact same thing. You can also go back home, you can also see content or see how fast it was now. So yeah, basically it will be as fast as this normally. The loading time at first, that was way too long, that won't be happening again. And then yeah, the final thing we added for non-signed in users is fetch like the ex-dividend dates for stocks. So the unfortunate thing with this one is it's not like the earnings one, it's not fully accurate. As you can see, it's showing that the next ex-div date for Apple is actually in the past. So the data that we get is from Yahoo Finance, and unfortunately, like it doesn't keep it fully up to date. Like if the next X date is not within like 1 or 2 months, it won't update it. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, once again, it sorts them by earliest to latest, and yeah, for the stocks that don't exist or do not have dividends, it just puts them at the bottom and says error fetching data. It's not really an error, it's just they don't have a div date basically, but it's easier to just say error. But yeah, that's it for the non-signed in users. Then if you sign in, so this is me, you will see a lot has changed here. So many new functionalities. It's crazy. You have set my list, which is just saying your portfolio. You can still add stocks and remove stocks, so that's the same. Set my date is the same, but you can now set my div date. So what this does is if I set it to 3, for example, it will put dividend date set successfully on. And then if you view associated data, as you can see, the dividend date is 3 for me. Um, so yeah, that will mean that it will fetch the dividends automatically, so I don't have to input the date. So what happens if we get fetch earnings we already have from before, that was last month where I added this bit. The new one is this fetch dividends for my X date. So I inputted 2 days, right? So it should look at the stocks for the 17th, which it is. And what's really cool about this is, of course, on weekends, there's no like X dividends, right, on weekends. So if like for example you're on Thursday, 2 days would be Saturday, but it would just bypass Saturday and it would go straight to Monday. So really cool there. If we go back home, of course I'm still signed in, so you can view associated data. What we added here is you can now see the dividend date, so just easy. If you forgot what you put it, you can also get earnings date and time for the stocks in my portfolio. So this one is yeah, this one is really useful because it's very up-to-date data. You won't get wrong data from this one because it's way easier to get earnings data for stocks and ex-dividend, which is really weird because I see so many people like obsessing about dividends, but as you can see, it provides this really, really nice sort of scrollable thing. Of course, as I said, once again, it is sorted by the date, as you can see. So, I mean, yeah, these are the stocks in my portfolio that are going to be posting earnings soon, and then you can just close it and then get info for the stocks that we already had. And the last new functionality is get ex dividend data of the stocks in my portfolio. So this is the same thing as the earnings one, but it just does it for the ex dividend dates. So as you can see, a lot of stocks don't have data. This is just because they don't have a dividend. So yeah, to be honest, I probably should make it, instead of it saying error fetching data, it says this stock doesn't have a dividend, but either way it won't show up anyway. So yeah, these are the stocks in my portfolio, and as you can see, like Yahoo Finance is so annoying. It's saying the next ever ex dividend date for this stock is in 2020. So yeah, there's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. But yeah, the really interesting thing is just the dates that are after today. So we're the 15th, so RMR has an ex-dividend date on the 19th, so that's good for me to know. That means I either sell it before the ex-dividend date or I keep it and just acknowledge the fact that the stock will go down. Same for ASML. But yeah, those are the new functionalities. The last thing we're going to do is, of course, our outro, sort of explaining the future of the website and everything. And they're also going to update the website to version 3.0 and show chart of the performance versus the S&P 500. Sorry. So yeah, I'll be back. when that is ready. So guys, when I reload this page, the new update should come in, and it should be version 3.0. So there you go, reloaded. And yeah, now we just have to see the chart. I think if I remember well, we were only up on the S&P 500 by not even 1%. So we're definitely going to be, yeah, unfortunately we are going to be under it, I believe here. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, a huge drop here. We were at 8% in 2 months. The S&P was at 7.2, and yeah, the S&P 500 only dropped 0.5%, whereas ours dropped off a cliff, basically 2%. So yeah, we have some catching up to do. The website performance was beating for 2 months, as you can see, but here it drops, and yeah, it was very unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, that is the website. And yeah, now I'm just gonna do the outro and talk about the plans for the next tours. So guys, for the future of this website, well, we do updates every month, right? So the next month will be May 15th. So the thing is, I have exams in May, so I'm not too sure how much I'll actually be able to work on the website during the summer though. There's a Trading 212 API coming out hopefully then, and yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. You can automate so much. So that's like the long-term goals. Short-term though, as I said, we won't be able to do much because of the exams, unfortunately, but yeah, after May we will be good. But yeah, really short term, I think I'm gonna focus a bit more on the design right now, because we have so many like useful tools. We have the earnings, we now have the dividends. I don't know what else we could add, so yeah, comment down below anything you would like to see. Of course, we have the signed in functionality as well, so yeah, a lot of functionality. But yeah, the long-term goal is definitely to keep automating stuff, hopefully with the Trading 212 API. The really long-term goal is right now we're only using Zax data for our web scraping. If we can integrate Yahoo as well, so combine both of them to get a super rank, that would be super useful. And yeah, maybe use some Alpha Vantage, like AI stock market news tools. So yeah, I have a lot of ideas right now brewing, but yeah, those are the long-term goals. The short-term goals, as I said, is, well, not much because I do have exams in May, so I need to focus on those. But yeah, thanks for watching. Unfortunately, as I said, our website did fall off a cliff, and yeah, now we have to catch up to the S&P 500, which is so hard to do. But yeah, hopefully we can do it. And yeah, that's the video, guys. As I said, comment down below anything you would want to see on the website.